Come to the stage right now. Put your hands together for Kevin!
Welcome to the Unfunny Kevin Show. I am your host, Kevin Melody. It's Friday, October 17th, 10/17. Shout out Pooh Shiesty, who is free. So much has happened in my absence, and I'm just happy to be back. We figured out we got a lot of new things. We got video. We got the YouTube. We got updates to the pod audio and all that shit. So starting off with my absence, I apologize. It's been a nice break, just like dealing with life shit and getting everything squared away. But for everyone that has sent me emails, left voicemails, sent me crazy articles, I appreciate it. And we're going to get to everything. Yeah, so just some like regular every week shit. We will be here every Friday, 5 AM PST, 8 AM, whatever, reverse, 8 AM PST, 5 AM EST. All right, so nothing's changing in terms of release, but we will have video component up on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, that's where you'll be able to get the video. We're working on a Patreon component. There is a back catalog, so you're going to realize the show episodes will only start from episode 100 up for audio and all that. The first the first 99 are going to be gone. And then they'll be back cataloged. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it, but the show's starting at episode 100 and moving forward. And if you love those old episodes, there is some funny shit in there. They will be somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I'm thinking Patreon, but we'll make it happen. We tried the Patreon thing before and they didn't like some 9/11 joke that we made. So it's fine. Anyways, speaking of speech, since I stopped doing the podcast, there's been a lot of weird attacks on speech and free speech, and it's even my own mother was like, I don't think you should do your podcast anymore. Yeah, just take a permanent break, just next couple of years. And that sucks because my mom's from Iran, and she came from Iran fresh off of the Islamic Revolution with all the lovely restrictions and thought policing and speech policing. So the First Amendment is very serious to both me and my mother. I was also raised by a father who, forced me to watch George Carlin when I was fucking 3 years old. And I did, 4 reports on Lenny Bruce when I was in fucking college. So to me, it's a very big thing. First of all, as a country, you got to hang your hat on people being able to say what they think and what they feel at any given moment, right? Like, we have to have dialogue. Maybe not anymore. We just need memes of the Rizzler and fucking TikTok and the 3-second attention span, which is why speech is so important, bro. Because the only combatants right now, the only thing that's really fighting the good fight in terms of the fucked up 6-7 culture that we've created in this country is teachers fighting in the classroom and trying to have a dialogue, making kids not use Chat GPT on essays and use those little blue books and shit like that, like forcing them to talk and explore ideas and shit. So anyways, 424-244-9599. Call us and tell us how you really feel at the Unfunny Kevin Show hotline, which, by the way, thank you. We got a fantastic voicemail that we're going to play from a listener in Plainsfield, New Jersey, who I know she didn't give us her name, but I love her. I hope she sends me an email. I'll send her something. But yeah, we'll have her email, TheUnfunnyKevinShow@gmail.com. But it was great. I've gotten a lot of weird things that we got to talk about. R.I.P. Big Charlie, C.K. C. Kirk. He's gone. He's gone, but he's not forgotten. In fact, we've changed Columbus Day we went from indigenous peoples to Columbus, and now we're at Kirk. It's Kirk Day. It's Kirk only. Kirk one night only every year. We will light the candles, and his beautiful bride, she'll come out. You know the bride, Mrs. Kirk. She comes out and with her bust and her cross and her blonde hair, and well, the show goes on. But more seriously, the Christopher Columbus Day is now Charlie Kirk Day, and we celebrate his honor, and nobody will say anything bad about him. Yep, because he was a saint. There's people sent me churches that are celebrating my boy Kirk. And people acting a little wacky. May is that fair? And then all these weird consequences that I think Charlie Kirk himself would be rolling in his grave, like just totally shocked that people are doing this. But 16 hours ago, per the BBC, U.S. revokes visas over comments made about Charlie Kirk's death. The Trump administration, the greatest administration that has ever lived, has canceled the visas of at least 6 people for public comments made about the murder of right-wing influencer and Jesus Christ himself incarnate, Charlie Kirk. In a post on X, the U.S. Department wrote, the United States has no obligation to host foreigners who wish death on Americans. Ooh. It shared screenshots. It shared screenshots of 6 social media posts, which said were examples of foreign visa holders welcoming Kirk's death in September, and suggested further cancellations will follow. Kirk, an ally of Trump, was shot dead while speaking at a university event in Utah. By the way, we will talk about that at some point in the show, because if you thought that Crook's kid, I mean, I talked about that kid was weird. The one that who knows what was going on with him. This one's like having sex with furries, and the Republicans were like, he's trans. And then it's like, never mind, his roommate's trans. No, it's not his roommate. He's having sex with the trans. It's his girlfriend. They're furries. It's the same thing as trans. Like, I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't your boy just get... Why are we talking about? It's so weird. The 31-year-old's legacy has been... Also, like, there was a sniper assembled, but, like, it was in a backpack, and then it was, like, something from the 1800s. I don't know. The amount is too much. I can't even cover all this shit in the time we have allotted. The 31-year-old's legacy has been celebrated by conservatives who view him as a free speech champion and effective mobilizer of young Republicans. Speaking of which, great article coming up. Oh boy, we're gonna cover it all. But comments by Kirk, who co-founded Turning Point USA, a student organization focused on spreading conservative ideas on college campuses. By the way, I've made fun of this a million times before homie died. I made fun of this for so long. It's painful. I made fun of him. I made fun of the guy with the mug, who what's his fucking name? Chowder. Loud Chowder or whatever, louder with the chowder, the chow dog, where they like sit in front of a campus and like, well, there's only one type of trans, change my mind. Oh, fuck. Have prompted angry liberal backlash on numerous occasions and was accused of hate speech and racism for his comments on issues like race and crime. In the statement on Tuesday, the State Department says that it continues to identify visa holders who celebrated the heinous assassination of Kirk. 6 people who had their visas revoked in the United States of America for expressing an opinion were from Argentina, South Africa, Mexico, Brazil, Germany, and Paraguay, according to the department. It's unclear whether the department revoked visas and what types of visas each person had. Dude, I don't know. This is so weird. So fucking weird, dude. All right, so I can't even... Moving right along. Something also spooky. I had to put up Halloween decorations, and I got to tell you guys, as someone who lives in like a regular, like I just live in a neighborhood, I will say I'm lucky to have neighbors that I fuck with that are really cool and friendly and very neighborly. But I work, right? And I don't work one of these jobs where you're at home all day. Like I commute like an hour one way, fucking another hour home. I am constantly on the phone. And I got a couple of neighbors that are just like perpetually ready for conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's really one in particular that just, I mean, God bless him. The second you get home, I mean, it's one of those, I don't know, today we'd call him autistic or spectrum adjacent or whatever, but like in the 70s, it was like, that's just weird John. He's just weird. He's just a weird, couple screws loose. He just hangs out in the garage. You know what I'm saying? Like, and every time I get home, Weird John is always ready. Like he always, like I'll be coming down the street and I will look as far as my eyesight allows on my side of the block to see if he's taking out trash, to see if his garage door is open. And if it is, and I catch it soon enough, I will make a U-turn and place a phone call. I will wait until he goes inside. And sometimes I'm not smart enough or I miss it because I'm fucking tired. And Chatty J will emerge from his hole when I park. And I have like 3 coffee mugs and I'm carrying in dinner for my wife. And I got like a briefcase and I got all this shit. My dog's like barking, waiting for me and whatnot. And it says, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Hey, did you see the Dodgers? Let's talk Dodgers. And I'm like, what? Yes. Shohei, bro. Ohtani, let's fucking go. Yeah, dude. I try to, what I've realized is if you do action words like, yeah, fuck yeah, you got it, rock on, like the whites just, they take it. They're cool with that. That's like one of their favorite things. And sometimes it gets Chatty John to shut the fuck up, right? So it's like, sometimes I get out of my car and I'll just be like, the weather, dude, what the fuck is going on? You just gotta laugh, and finger guns help if you have available hands. But then sometimes he takes it and runs with it. And that is the fucking worst social setting you can put me in, because when I'm trying to get out, and my wife says it, she's like, yo, you're so affable and you're like, when you're social, you really put it on, but when you're not in the mood, like everyone's fucked. Like you're not chatting, I can't. And so like it comes off like fucked up and mean sometimes, but I can't, like, bro, I really can't do it. Like I'm in a space. All right, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Folks, look, right now, all indications point to a potential economic event. And I don't know if that means recession or if it means it's going up or it's going down. I'm not that intelligent. But what I can tell you is a very intelligent decision would be to visit kingcoilairbeds.com right now. Because if we're going down the fucking tubes, you're going to lose your house. There's like 100% chance you're losing your house. And you're going to probably lose your apartment. At which point, you're going to sell the dog, eat it, sell it for meat and parts, scrap it. And you're going to need a King Coil mattress to sleep on. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter if it's indoor or outdoor, King Coil Air is there for you folks. The King Coil Mattress Company is producing some of the highest quality air mattresses on the market. Stop fucking around. Get yourself a King Coil luxury air mattress with high speed built-in pump. Are you ready, folks? For $79.95. You're going to get additional discounts when you use the magical code in the description, UNFUNNYKEVIN 10. That's UnfunnyKevin10 for 10% off your King Coil Air mattress right the fuck now, folks. We're talking about the mattress that is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. You get a 1-year warranty for total confidence. It is the #1 air mattress in comfort and support and a better night's sleep. Fast inflation, doesn't sink overnight. You can have sex with your trans boyfriend or whatever they're worried about with enhanced coil technology for firm support. Please don't drop the show. Fully flock sides and top. This is the way to go, folks. #1 airbed for a reason. Get it. Use the code UnfunnyKevin10 for 10% off now. Oh boy. You know, Xi Jinping is at perpetual war with me. It's a trade war. CBS says they're getting into the water supply. But we're talking about Shenzhen as a trade partner for the Unfunny Kevin Show, folks. ShinningYou.com. We're talking peacock stone bracelet, green as fuck, gorgeous pieces. Free shipping on orders of $29 or more. And let me tell you, folks, your fucking cart is going to fill up real quick when you see these pieces from Shinning You. 925 silver water foam jade crystal ball necklace, 5 stars, $74. 925 silver plated Hotan shade centric chain necklace, collar chain, sweater chain, long necklace, 5 stars, $62.03. But y'all aren't factoring in UNNY KEVIN 15%. Unfunny Kevin 15% for 15% off of your Shinning You order. Remember, Shinning You has jade shining like stars, mysterious and dreamlike amidst the interweaving of light and shadow, quietly emanating a charming charm. ShinningYou.com for more today. All right, and we're back, folks. So we got a fantastic voicemail after I did the last show. And I don't actually know what this lady was addressing, but boy, am I glad she called in. Let's get this pulled up for you folks. All right, this should work. Let's see.
Hi, Kevin. I'm let's see. I'm a senior citizen. I've seen two of my children's generation, or whatever you want to call it, 2 sets. And it's very simple. Very, very simple. Ever since they started bringing in the sex ed is what all started. Okay, when you ask...
Ever since they brought in the sex ed, that's when it all started.
Where did this all start? Blah, blah, blah. Started when they were teaching sex, because it's the same peoples that would teach according to how they wanted to teach and
Bingo.
How they wanted to show how much they could get away with. That's it. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I believe you, honey.
That's why the schools have such expensive lawyers.
Were we talking about like rape or something, or pedophile? What were we talking about? Epi?
Because things happen. You know, after you teach the kids the sex.
Honey, what did we talk about on that episode?
Aren't they going to try to experiment? Well, there you go. All righty. God bless you. God bless you. Bye now. From Plainfield.
A woman after my heart from Plainsfield, New Jersey, folks. Give it up for her. Let's see. Now. There we go. Thank you for calling into the show. Call again after today. We'll put you back on. 424-244-9599. The Unfunny Kevin Show hotline, where you can leave wonderful voicemails about whatever I've said and covered. And you can also send me articles, lovely articles, to theunfunnykevin@gmail.com. All right, folks, we're moving right along. We got this article from PBS. Oh, God. What is this? Okay, I got a video. The fuck is this? Oh, my Christ. Former Texas megachurch pastor Robert Morris pleads guilty to child sex abuse charges. Jesus Christ. The founder of a Texas megachurch who resigned last year after a woman in Oklahoma accused the pastor of sexually abusing her in the 1980s. Oh my God. It was long ago. It's not a big deal. Pleaded guilty. I've never been on the island. Thursday to 5 counts of lewd and indecent. Lewd is such a fucking fire word. Lewd and indecent acts with a child, authorities said. Jesus Christ. Religion of peace. Robert Preston Morris, 64, entered the pleas before a judge in Oklahoma's Osage County as part of a plea agreement, according to the state attorney general office. The alleged abuse began in 1982 when the victim was 12, and Morris was a traveling evangelist staying in Hominy, Oklahoma with her family. According to a statement by Oklahoma AG General Drummond, the abuse continued for 4 years. Morris, the senior pastor of Gateway Church in Southlake, Texas, until his resignation, was indicted by an Oklahoma grand jury last year. Under the plea agreement, Morris received a 10-year suspended sentence with the first 6 months to be served in Osage jail. Where's the outrage? Where's the people that are like, kill the pedophile, castrate him? This is in Texas, bro. You shouldn't even be making it to jail. I'm so confused. The victim, Cindy Clemisher, who's now 55, said that justice has finally been served. The man who manipulated, groomed, and abused me as a 12-year-old innocent girl is finally going to be behind bars. My hope is many victims hear my story and it can help lift the shame and allow them to speak up. I hope that laws continue to change and new ones are written so children and victims' rights are better protected. Well, no, we don't want that now. Gateway Church was founded by Morris in 2000. He's been politically active, formerly served on Donald Trump's Evangelical Advisory Board. There you have it, folks. For discussion on race relations and the economy. Oh my God, what? The church hosted Trump on its Dallas campus in 2020 for a discussion on race and the economy. I would love to watch that. We can have a watch party on that. This case has a more despicable... Okay, I mean... I'm ending wars and I'm opening doors for child whores. I don't know, folks. This is like a lot to take in, and but I appreciate you sending these things, because sometimes, I mean, you gotta look it right in the eye. Okay, this is like, we've entered the twilight zone here. Bombshell, whatever you want to call it, hit P. I don't know what. I know the right is already like, this is China, fake, dead. But we're going to cover it anyway, and I don't care if it bothers people. I love Hitler. Leaked messages expose young Republicans' racist chat. Now, I want to be clear. There's a lot of things funny about this. Like, there's a lot of things that are objectively funny about this. Like, one of these guys looks like a large trans. And, as someone who I pretty much every cousin I have is gay or trans or some variant of those two things. The funniest opportunity here, it would be to attack this guy, William Hendricks, who literally looks like a fat trans. All the things he was saying. I mean, is this the one that was saying like, right? Hold on. Okay, let's look through this. Okay. So the group chat leaked, bros. The group chat leaked. Leaders of young Republican groups throughout the country. These are the people that were like, never again, never again. They're making fun of gas chambers and Jews, and they don't. I mean, I don't know. They're giving money to Israel. I'm so confused. Leaders of young Republican groups throughout the country worried what would happen if their Telegram chat got leaked, but they kept typing anyway. They referred to black people as monkeys and the watermelon people. I love them. They're great. They're great. I hire many of them. I love Ben Carson. He's a good guy. About putting their political... Oh, and they joked about putting political opponents in gas chambers. Didn't J.D. Vance say, like, this is just like, it's just locker room talk. It's just locker room talk. He's the fucking gay. I mean, you want to talk about gay. Jesus Christ. They talked about raping their enemies and driving them to suicide, and lauded Republicans who they believed support slavery. Oh, God. William Hendricks, these are people that don't want you to talk about Charlie Kirk. William Hendricks. By the way, Charlie Kirk would like hear all this shit and just be like, these people are fucking horrible. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even understand. Or no, maybe he's in the group chat. I don't know. Post-Thomas joke. William Hendricks, the Kansas Young Republicans chair, used the words "nga" and "nga." Oh my God. Variations of a racial slur more than a dozen times. This, oh my God. This is the big trans kid. Oh my God. No way. He was dropping N-bombs. That's nuts. Of a racial slur more than a dozen times in the chat. Bobby Walker, the vice chair of the New York State Young Republicans at the time, referred to rape as epic. Wait, what? Peter Ganuta, who at the time was chair of the same organization, wrote in a message sent in June that everyone that votes no is going into the chamber. We should put them all in a chamber. I'm 100%, I'm 110% behind that. We should put them in a chamber. With Kai Cenat can do the live stream, and the Rizzler can be the one that like flips the thing. He'll be like 6, 7, and then he can. Ganita was referring to the upcoming vote on whether or not he should become chair of the Young Republican Federation. He should become chair. This is exactly what we deserve. The GOP's 15,000 member organization of Republicans between 18 and 40 years old. I'm going to create some of the greatest physiological torture methods known to man. We only want true believers. When do we start bullying dude? Okay. Can we fix the showers? The gas chambers don't fit the Hitler aesthetic. Joe Malgino. Oh, God. I'm ready to watch people burn now. Annie. Oh, my God. There's a gal in here who's talking crazy. 2,900 pages of chats. We should just get fucked up on stream, and I'll do like a live event, and we'll just read the chat together. Gen Z Republicans and early Germans. The more political atmosphere is open and liberating, the dynamic of easy racism and casual cruelty often played out in dark, vivid fashion inside the chats. The group chat members spoke freely about pressure to cow to Trump and avoid being called a rhino, the love of Nazis within their party's right wing, and the president's alleged work to suppress docs related to financier Jeff Yeppy. 251 times they used epithets like faggot, retarded. Jesus Christ. 251 times combined. I mean, this kid saying this is the most faggoty kid. I can't even. This kid, William Hendricks. I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked. This fucking Mucinex human being, this Mucinex commercial, the Mucinex man, literally looks like this guy. I can't even fathom. He's no longer employed. Okay, well. Oh, Jesus Christ. We should bring Hendricks, you can come on the show. You big gay fucking ugly Nazi youth. We're so back. Oh my God, we are so back. Folks, every Friday, I'm back for you every Friday. Send all the links and the things and the articles and the tweets and the Instagram and whatever the fuck you want me to talk about on the show to the Instagram UnfunnyKev. Email TheUnfunnyKevinShow at gmail.com. Call the hotline 424-244-9599. We're going to pick up with a prompt of the month. We're going to be doing all this other shit on YouTube. Subscribe. Go to unfunnykevin.com. I appreciate the support. What's crazy is last week we had some of the highest numbers the show's ever had week over week, and I hadn't dropped an episode in like fucking 2 months. And I'm happy to be up and running and all that shit now. So I appreciate the support, and I'll talk to you guys next week.